I'm personally back in options today, so we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'll just keep an eye. In case we have a caving in a little bit, I will keep an eye on the 1-hour chart. And if we go lower than 255.23, then let's observe the tug of war between the buyers and sellers in order to make money. So Tesla is turning around. So we are up $14.77. That's 5.99%, closed at 261.30. Post-market, we are up by 4 cents. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. So we are no longer, but we were into our downward channel right here, downward channel. It was not the time to buy into a downward channel. Don't buy into a downward channel. It makes no sense. When it starts to come out, then you can start thinking about buying. So right now we are outside of our downward channel. Then the next question we need to ask ourselves is, are we going to get stuck under a horizontal congestion zone? We could get stuck under a horizontal congestion zone for a while. So let's look at our congestion zones that we need to get out of. We have a horizontal support at 260.78. Have we broken that one? Yes, we have broken that one. This one has been broken outside of, so that's a positive sign. And what is a little bit tricky in this case is that we had the congestion zone basically at 265.32 right here. And then that congestion zone ceased to be at 265.32 and it started to come a little bit lower, and it is now at 260.78. So this is something that happens. We have some little shift in those supports sometimes. So myself, I will consider 260.78 as the congestion zone that we need to break, and we have broken it. The only problem is that it's a very shallow break. That's a little bit of a problem. I would have preferred a bigger break than this. It does not mean that it won't continue, but this is just a little bit of an additional risk factor. Another risk factor is that everything happened in one candle. So one candle got us outside of the downward channel and also got us, boom, to break the horizontal resistance all in one swoop. So that's another element of risk. I just need to lay that out there, and then you can decide what you want to do yourselves. Let's take a look at the 1-hour charts. There's a bit more clarity that we are gaining on the 1-hour chart. So the original bullish channel we had on the 1-hour chart was right here. Remember that one? And that one was broken. It was broken on Monday. And then we came down and we broke 247 and things were not looking good. We had lost stochastic over 60. So things really looked like they wanted to go down. I cannot find the news back, but there was some news today saying that the job market is cooling down a little bit and people are now starting to think that more interest rates hikes won't be necessary. And this is what changed the outlook in the market. So basically, this is what gave us the big move on the 1-hour chart on the first hour of the day. And with that green candle right here, we got back stochastic over 60 at 75. At that point, we were still into a congestion zone. Congestion zone was approximately right here. I considered 255.23 the resistance line that needed to be broken in order to find a buy signal. And this is what we got on the second hour. So from 10:30 to 11:30, we had that break of that horizontal resistance. These are the same rules that I'm using all the time. So we had that buy signal after the second hour. So we closed at 256. So this was a buy at 256 on the 1-hour chart. And then right now we are at 261.30. This is where we closed. And also we have broken, as I mentioned, we have broken 260.78 in the meantime at the same. This is a pretty strong reversal. If you entered on the 1-hour chart, then good for you. This is a nice run right here. And in terms of indicators on the 1-hour chart, everything has now turned very nice. If we go back on the daily chart, then on the daily chart, we have stochastic over 60. So we can put the green thumb up right here. MACD, we don't have the crossover bullish. We've got RSI back and we got the MI back. That was quite a day. Let's not forget, I've said my piece about the risks. This is only one candle and this is very shallow break. But aside from that, let's not forget that we have a downward resistance right here. We have a downward resistance. This is going to come at approximately 278. So it means that we could be caving in onto that one. So just be mindful if Tesla comes close to 278. And also be mindful that we have a earnings call right here, October 18th. October 18th at the same time. Things will be a little bit iffy, I am assuming, before then. And then once we have the earnings call, then things are going to, I think, maybe take a direction. So do your own research and make your own decisions. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So here we have a news that says that Tesla is building something called Giga Loop. So Electrek found a new building permit that references a Tesla project called Giga Loop. It is not clear exactly what it is going to do. Electrek's take is that this could be related to the ecological paradise, or it could be a water recycling system, as Tesla has been increasingly cautious about its water usage at its factory. Knowing Elon, this is something that is going to be very interesting. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is down 1.21. That's 6.12%. This has helped the stock market. When the VIX is coming down, the stock market usually goes up. So we are still pretty high, but this move down has helped a lot. In terms of the bonds are caving in a little bit. So we are down 1.31%. If we look at Rivian, got a little bit of a pushback also. So we are up $2, 9.22%. But we are still below our 24.62, so we are still waiting for that. We have recuperated everything that we had lost yesterday and then some, but we are still under this downward resistance, so let's just see what happens. Xpeng the same thing. This is up 3%. Xpeng is bouncing on its bullish channel support. That's fine. We have stochastic over 60. This is fine too. You could wait, if you want to chance it, you could wait for 1812. If you want to be a little bit aggressive, you can wait for 1812 before buying. If you want to be a little bit more sure, then you need to wait for 1922. We are up 53 cents, 3.04%, closed at 17.97. NIO looks like it's going sideways. We don't have any stochastic. We are up 2.56%. Apple still going sideways. At least we are not going lower. We don't have any stochastic over 60. We are up 0.73%. ARM is going sideways. Nothing to see here. Up 3.66%. Palantir. So has Palantir recovered? Yes, it did also. So it recovered. We are up 5.57%. Up 83 cents. Closed at 15.73. So we still need a break at a break of $16. Maybe this is going to come sooner than expected. Nasdaq going sideways, up 0.1.2. Let's look at our indices a little bit. So our indices, so Dow Jones is bouncing. It's bouncing on 32,925. So we are up 0.39%. S&P 500, up 0.81%, is also bouncing on support at 42.12. This is SPX. Nasdaq is also bouncing on 13,013. Up 1.35. Gold is going sideways. We are up 0.07%. Silver is still going down 1.1%. Bitcoin, a good day also, up 1%. We are still in our bullish channel. And the Ripple is down 1.63%. The US dollar is giving in a little bit. And new battery material is staying pretty much put. I always say that one candle does not make a trend. This one has broken a downward trend and a horizontal resistance. And if we look at the post-market right now, we seem to be going further and further. If you are not already in, you can take a dip in. I am personally in. I should put this in green. I am personally back in options today. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I'll just keep an eye. In case we have a caving in a little bit, I will keep an eye on the 1 hour chart. And if we go lower than 255.23, then I will be tempted to sell. If we bounce on 255.23, this is just going to be par for the course because we were in this congestion zone right here. Then we went on the second one, and now we are on that third one. it would be normal for the stock to go back to 255.23. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you. À la prochaine.